this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a very special video in my thoughts videos right about now, and yeah, I guess if you could recall right about now, today is officially New Year's Eve right about now, which means only one thing and one thing only. That's right, it is the last day of 2021 right about now, and boy, what a ride has it been right about now. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that 2021 is certainly much better than last year for sure. And I guess, if anything, I think we actually do see it as a pretty much a transitional year for sure. And thankfully, things are actually starting to get better right about now. Like, of course, probably the main factor is that seeing how last year we were stuck under this pandemic with COVID-19 going all around the entire globe right about now. We're actually combating it right about now, all thanks to the vaccines right about now. So yeah, right about now we're about pretty much a little bit over halfway towards getting where we need to be, but we are definitely getting there right about now. It is going to take time, yes, but we are definitely getting there right about now, and I'm actually quite thrilled to actually hear that right about now. So yeah, I guess it's actually quite yeah, I guess if anything, on top of all that, everything else that we actually got right about now is certainly much better than what I was hoping for, and which is probably why I've actually declared this year right about now as, of course, the year of redemption right about now. You name it. Not only with, of course, the vaccines finally being rolled out so that way we can start putting an end to this pandemic, but a lot of other stuff has actually happened for sure. Like, of course, as we all know, pretty much the days of Donald Trump as president has officially came to an end. Thank God for that, and I certainly hope it stays that way right about now. And for those who actually don't, I'm watching you. No, seriously, I'm watching you right about now, so don't make me come over there and punch you in the face right about now. I will do it. Don't say I'm not joking on that. I am serious. I'll find out where yeah, I'll find out where you are. But yeah, I'm not going to right about how just to be safe. But yeah, I think it's on top of everything else that I can say at the top of my head, where of course things start to get better for sure. But I guess if anything, if you have been following my thoughts videos for quite some time, on top of course, all the other videos I'm actually posting on this channel for this year, to which, yeah, I'm quite surprised that I've actually made it pretty much to about half of about 500 videos right about now, which is absolutely insane right about now. But yeah, I guess in terms of my thoughts videos right about now, one of the things that I actually really love that we finally got back right about now is, of course, movies for sure. So yeah, I guess for what it is, I guess in terms of movies right about now, it is certainly much better than last year because all the ones that were supposed to come out right around last year finally got released right about now, and I couldn't help but feel absolutely thrilled by that. So yeah, I guess pretty much as a tradition, of course, this channel during the end of the year, I think it makes sense to actually put together a list of course, some movies I've actually seen throughout the course of this year, and boy, were there a lot of good ones that I've actually seen right about now. So yeah, but of course, I decided to do something a little bit different for, of course, this year right about now. Instead of doing a top 10 list as normal, I've decided to step it up about 5 notches and actually put together a top 15 list right about now, because yeah, there's a lot of good movies that I've actually seen throughout the course of this year, and I think it's actually quite fair that I would list them off for all of you guys, just to see on pretty much on which ones I actually thought were the best right about now. yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do. Instead of doing a top 10 list of my favorite movies from this year, I've decided to put together a top 15 list on some movies I've actually seen throughout 2021. Pretty much all the ones I absolutely really enjoyed and I really like the most, and of course, see if they're actually well worth watching for sure. So yeah, I guess that's what I figure I would do, and of course, the one ground rule is that, well, one of main ground rules that I've decided to do for, of course, this list is that pretty much the movies that you're going to be seeing are, of course, released in theaters as always, so yeah, but I've decided to pick up on what I've actually done last year and actually include some movies that were also released via streaming services. And let's not forget to mention the good majority of course, this list. Both have, of course, releases both in theaters and on streaming services at the same time, which I absolutely really love. So yeah, I've decided to cram it all together just for this list right about now, just to actually be fair, and also, one other thing I should mention is that, unlike the last two lists that I've actually done, where, of course, I go over the honorable mentions first just to get out of the way, I'm going to be moving it around a bit and actually go over the honorable mentions right around as we get close to the number one spot for sure. Just a little bit something different for once, just to mix it up a bit right about now. So yeah, that's what I figure I would do right about now. So yeah, I guess enough about me rambling and stuff, because yeah, I guess it's pretty much rather late for me to do this right about now. But I'll do my best to, of course, pretty much go through pretty much all of them for sure, just to get that out of the way, and of course with the good number of movies I've actually listed right now. But now, if you actually want to see yeah, excuse me, so if you want actually the full-on experience on what I actually thought about these movies, then go back to, of course, pretty much my actual thoughts videos on, of course, those movies, just to be safe. So but yeah, this is my last chance to actually say it right about now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get ourselves into the midst of it as we count down my top 15 favorite movies of 2021. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started. Number 15. Black Widow. Yep, it looks like we're actually starting off this movie, yeah, rather this list off pretty good, to be honest, by talking about pretty much well, a movie from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and yeah, I know I'm not gonna lie right about how I actually thought Black Widow is actually pretty good. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been wanting to actually see Black Widow get her own movie for a long time now, ever since the debut of course, the MCU for quite some time, and thankfully we actually got it right about now, and I think, I guess, to me, I don't think this movie is actually perfect, but I think it's a good way to, of course, kickstart pretty much the movie side of Phase 4 of the MCU for sure, and yeah, I say for what it is, I actually do think it's actually pretty good for sure. So yeah, granted there could have been some stuff that I wish could have been done a whole lot better right by now, but I still think this movie actually did its job fine right about now, and of course Scarlett Johansson really does kick ass all the way as Black Widow herself. So yeah, nothing more else I can say on that except, well, Black Widow is actually pretty good right about now, so I don't know, maybe it's just me talking, but we're just at the bottom of the list, and there's still plenty more where that came from, so yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. So next one. Number 14. Matrix Resurrections. Yep, I think it's actually quite clear that I have to put together this, yeah, pretty much put this on my list as a did actually recently came out right about now, but what more can I say about it, and yeah, I know it's saying a whole lot, seeing how the first Matrix movie is actually a really great film all the way, and yeah, pretty much my unpopular opinion still stands. I actually thought its two sequels, Reloaded and Revolutions, are actually pretty good for sure, so yeah. I guess if anything, Resurrections, I have to say, is probably on the same level as, say, Reloaded and Revolutions, in my opinion, at least, and yeah, I actually do think it's actually pretty good for what it is. I mean, granted, it's not perfect by all means, but I actually really do like the idea, of course, being pretty much having this Matrix movie actually be small for sure, rather than be grand and epic for sure, like the last few films. And I definitely like it when, of course, pretty much they have a movie actually be small at first and then work its way up for sure. And yeah, this movie actually never disappointed me on that. So yeah. Again, pretty much me nitpicking at best, or it's just me saying right about now, but I still like Matrix Resurrections nevertheless, so yeah. Number 13. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that, of course, I have to put this movie on the list, and yeah, I still think it's actually pretty, I actually do think this movie is actually pretty good for what it is, so yeah, and I know it's saying a whole lot because, yeah, you were expecting that I would put this movie higher on my list right about now, but hey, I guess for what it is, I actually do think Ghostbusters Afterlife actually did the job of fine. It actually does a lot of stuff that is actually way different for sure, while sticking true to, of course, the original's routes for sure. And for that, I still think it actually did the job just fine right about now. I definitely like Ghostbusters Afterlife for what it is, just serving as, of course, a really good sequel to a really recognizable comedy for sure, and for that, I really do think that this movie did the job fine for sure. Yeah, it may not be pitch perfect, but it's still worthy enough to make me say that bustin' really does make me feel good right about the house. So yeah, I guess for what it is, I actually really do like Ghostbusters Afterlife for sure, and I think it's worthy enough to have its own spot on the list right about now. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Number 12. Godzilla vs. Kong and Dune. Yeah, I think, believe it or not, this is actually a tie between both of these films for sure, and trust me when I say there's still plenty more ties coming up right up now, because yeah, I've had a hard time putting together this list right up now, so cut me some slack. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with Godzilla vs. Kong. So yeah, I think for what it is, I actually do really like this movie for what it is. Just having the idea of course, Godzilla and King Kong fight each other for sure is actually a really unique idea, and I'm actually really thrilled that with the three movies in the MonsterVerse that we got before really did set this up just fine. I think it's actually serving as a really good build-up for what it's actually trying to do, and for that, I think it actually did the job just fine right about now, and yeah. And again, maybe I think there could have been done a whole lot better. Yeah, there were some things I wish could have been done a whole lot better. Like, of course, I really wanted to see Godzilla and King Kong fight each other more, but of course we're stuck with a bunch of human characters that we never cared about. But hey, I guess for what it is, I still think it did the job just fine right but now, which still actually makes me really like this movie for what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can gather for, of course, Godzilla vs. Kong. Now on to, of course, Dune right about now, and I think for what it is, I actually do think the recent Dune movie actually did a fine job for what it is. I actually really do get myself fully immersed on, of course, every single big I've actually seen for sure. Like, of course, it's really gripping story, really interesting characters, really great visuals, and of course a really good take on, of course, what it's actually trying to do while staying true to the original right now. So yeah, I knew they don't want to cram in too much right about now, but I say for what is this recent Dune movie that we got actually does set some things up rather flawlessly right about now, and I think it actually did the job just fine right about now, which actually does make it a really nice epic all the way that I actually really do want to see more of, and yeah, thankfully right now I do hear that part 2 will be coming up pretty soon right about now, so I'm really looking forward to, of course, seeing what goes down for there, because yeah, I do want to see more of these incredible characters and more of the interesting world that this movie actually takes place in right about now. So yeah, I guess until then, we still have the first movie to actually have for sure, and for that, I still think it actually is actually pretty good. So yeah, probably one of the main reasons why, of course, this and alongside Godzilla vs. Kong is worthy enough to take this spot right about now. And like I said, there's still plenty more ties right about now, because yeah, I had a hard time putting together this list right about now, but hey, cut me some slack. So next one, number 11. Free Guy. Yeah, again, I think for what it is, I actually did have a hard time putting this movie in whatever spot I felt would be necessary, but hey, I guess for what it is, I actually really like this movie for what it is, just the way, of course, what it's actually trying to do. I actually do think it actually does bring a really interesting spin on video games for sure, and for that, it's actually pretty damn funny right about now. So yeah, I guess for what it is, Free Guy is actually a really good movie all the way, yeah, and I really love the fun and unique ideas that they actually went for right about now. So yeah, and of course their take on pretty much video games for sure is actually a really good setup for, of course, this movie for sure, and I say he actually does do a fine job of that, and of course Ryan Reynolds still gives out a really great performance as always, and for that I still think it is worthy enough to actually say I really enjoyed this movie for sure. So yeah, pretty hard to, of course, put this movie on this spot right now. But for what it is, I still actually really like this movie for what it is right about now, and it's definitely worth the watch for sure. So yeah, I guess there's nothing much I can say on that. Free Guy is, well, good right about now. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. So next one. Number 10. A Quiet Place Part 2. Again, I really had a hard time putting this movie in whatever spot I think is necessary right about now, but I think for what it is, I think it actually is actually worthy enough to take the number 10 spot on this list, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed this movie for, of course, what it's actually trying to do right about now, just continuing on where the first film actually left off, but also expand a whole lot on what's actually going on, and for that, I think it actually did the job marvelously for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, I actually find the characters incredibly likable and interesting, as I stuck with them every single time I've actually seen them on screen for sure, and plus I really love the incredible world that this movie is, of course, showing right about now, and of course, on top of all that, this movie actually does provide some really great scares all the way right about now. So yeah, I guess it's the perfect way I can actually say about A Quiet Place Part 2. It's actually well worth the watch right about now, and certainly worthy enough to, well, make it go quiet throughout its runtime. So So yeah, I guess you can pretty much get the idea right about how. So yeah, what else can I say? A Quiet Place Part 2. Definitely love it as much as I love the first film all the way, and I'm really quite excited to see on what comes our way next with, of course, these movies right about now, because yeah, I am quite curious to see on what other direction they're gonna go for next. So yeah, I guess until then we do have this and the first film to look back on as always. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. Next one. Number 9. Luca. Yep, I think it's actually quite clear that I would actually put this movie on this list, and yeah, I guess for what it is, I really do enjoy this movie for what it's actually done. So yeah, pretty much actually taking the similar notes to, of course, the previous Pixar movie that we got sold right about now, and actually giving us something that is actually really great and spectacular all the way, despite the fact that it only got released onto Disney Plus and not on the big screen, but regardless on that, I still think this movie is absolutely great for what it is right about now. I think it really does define, of course, everything I would expect from Pixar right about now. Really great story, really great characters, amazing animation for sure, and of course bring in some fun and unique ideas right about now. So yeah, I guess for that, Luca really does show all those factors right about now, and for that, it really does a marvelous job in what it's actually done for sure. So yeah, and thankfully, right around next year, with, of course, 2 more Pixar movies that we're going to be getting, Turning Red and Lightyear, they're going to be coming back onto the big screen right about now, to which I'm absolutely looking forward to, hands down. That is something we haven't actually seen from Pixar ever since Onward last year. So yeah, I guess until the hang right about now, I guess Luca is, of course, still a really great Pixar movie that we got right about now, and yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, do so. It's definitely worth the watch right about now. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. So yeah, next one. Number 8. Yeah, I guess for the number 8 spot right about now, it's pretty much another tie right about now. Again, I really did have a hard time figuring out, of course, what I need to put together on this list right about now, and yeah, there's quite a few more ties that I had to put together for sure, because yeah, I had a hard time right about now. So yeah, I guess much like the last tie that I actually had, looks like taking the number 8 spot is, of course, another tie right about now between 2 movies that I absolutely really enjoyed right about now. Those being the Suicide Squad and the Fear Street Trilogy. So yeah, I guess if anything, it's kind of hard for me to decide on which one of these 2 that I have to put on the number 8 spot, so I figure, why not both right about now? So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the Suicide Squad, and I say for what it is, I think they really did an incredible job with, of course, this movie for what it's actually doing, and I dare even say it's certainly much better than the previous Suicide Squad movie that we got before. Yeah, I think I pretty much of anything from what I'm actually seeing, I really do get myself fully immersed on, of course, the story, and the characters are likable and interesting, and I really love on how well casted this movie is, and of course, I really love the incredible direction it's actually trying to do right about now, because yeah, for the title of this movie being called The Suicide Squad, yeah, looks to me like yeah, I think it's pretty much what I would expect right about now. Just bring in some really great stuff that I would see in an R-rated movie for sure. Being incredibly violent, being incredibly gory, and And of course, all that other stuff that I would expect, that is something I wish the first Suicide Squad movie should have been in the first place right about now. And thankfully, that's what we got for, of course, this latest Suicide Squad movie right about now. So, and of course, not to mention, James Gunn really did an incredible job directing this movie for sure, and it's of course exactly what I was hoping I would see for, of course, this movie right about now, and it did the job marvelously. So yeah, that's how much I really love the latest Suicide Squad movie right about now. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the Fear Street trilogy. So yeah. Again, I think pretty much with what I've actually said about A Quiet Place Part 2, I actually really do like all three movies for sure. Not only bringing some fun and unique ideas, but also being incredibly scary at the same time. Well, of course, again, bring out some stuff I would see from, of course, an R-rated horror movie, being incredibly, not just incredibly scary, but also incredibly violent and gory at the same time. So yeah, and I guess the only question remains, out of all these three films, I have to say, which one do I think is the best? Well, certainly, that would definitely have to go to the third film, which is Part 3, 1666. That one, I have to say, is definitely the best one out of all these movies for sure. And yeah, the rest, I have to say, are still done pretty good for sure. So yeah, and I just really love on how they've actually built up over the course of all three movies for sure. Actually starting off rather slow and just starting off a bit slow at first, and then work its way up to, of course, all the great stuff. So yeah, it actually did start off good with, of course, Part 1, but it did start to escalate in Part 2, and then the best stuff that we got is certainly at Part 3. Yeah, pretty much, it's much like a really good roller coaster ride, but now it actually does start off pretty good, but then it escalates a whole lot more to actually being really great, pretty much to the point where you want to ride again for sure. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love the Fear Street trilogy right about now. So yeah, and again, that's pretty much one of the main reasons why I've decided to put it alongside the Suicide Squad for the number 8 spot right about now. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Number 7. Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. Yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that I have to put this movie on this list right about now, and what else can I say about it? It's absolutely great for what it is, and yeah, pretty much of anything, for this being Steven Spielberg's first time directing a movie musical, I say he definitely nailed it on the first try, because yeah, and thankfully he's actually picked out a really great one to, of course, turn into a movie for sure, because yeah, West Side Story is a recognizable musical, and let's not forget to mention movie-wise right about now, we of course got the 1961 version directed by Robert Wise that is also really great. So yeah, I guess if anything, Steven Spielberg really did nail it on the first try for his first time directing a movie musical for sure, and for that, I think he actually really did a marvelous job in what he's actually trying to do right about now. Pretty much if anything, from the story to the characters and the really fantastic musical numbers for sure, actually makes it all the more really actually makes it all the more great right about now. So yeah, I guess there's no denying for the fact that Steven Spielberg's take on West Side Story is still an absolutely fantastic movie for what it is, and yeah, I think it would be quite interesting to see a lot of people actually compare this one to, of course, the Robert Wise version, because yeah, I guess to me, I think the best way I can describe it is that pretty much the Robert Wise version wanted to serve as a movie on its own, but Spielberg's take on it wants to be one half of it be like the original Broadway musical, but the other half actually stand out well as its own individual movie, which is actually exactly what I was looking for right about now, and yeah, I say for that he actually really did a fine job with, of course, with what he's actually done. And speaking about what I said about musicals, I think that will of course tie into the next spot on this list. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right on to the next spot right about now. Number 6. Now, I guess for the number 6 spot on this list, it's actually a 4-way tie between 4 movies right about now, but they actually have one thing in common right about now. It actually has the involvement of course, Lin-Manuel Miranda. So yeah, I guess it's safe to say right about now that Lin-Manuel Miranda had a really fantastic year right about now. And yeah, as someone who actually really does admire Lin-Manuel Miranda for quite some time now, I say the number 6 spot is worthy enough to be dedicated directly towards him right now. And luckily, these 4 movies right now does prove exactly that. So yeah, I guess if anything, the number 6 spot will of course go directly to of course 4 movies that of course has the brilliantly talented Lin-Manuel Miranda, with films consisting of In the Heights, Vivo, Tick Tick Boom, and Encanto. So yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that of course I have to cram in all 4 of these movies right about now, and they're actually really great for sure. So yeah, I'll go ahead and go through each one of them as normal. First off, In the Heights, and what else can I say about it? Much like with what I actually said about West Side Story, I think it's actually a brilliant movie musical with what it's actually trying to do. Not only standing out well as a standalone movie that you can watch and enjoy, but also stay true to, of course, the original musical right about now. And for that, I really love what it's actually trying to do right about now. And I say it's still a fantastic movie all the way. So yeah, really love In the Heights, and I'm really glad I got a chance to see it at long last. And I'm actually really lucky to actually get the soundtrack for, of course, this movie for sure. So yeah, that'll certainly get me into a really nice musical mood for sure whenever I want to listen to it right about now. So yeah, really love In the Heights for what it is. So yeah, next up, Vivo, and what can I say about it? Vivo is, of course, a really great animated movie for sure, and for that, it actually does have a really gripping story, interesting characters, and amazing animation, and great musical numbers for what it's actually trying to do. So yeah. Nothing more else I can say on that. Vivo is actually a really great movie for sure. Now on to, of course, Tick Tick Boom, and yeah, I'm really quite surprised that pretty much like how Steven Spielberg directed a movie musical for the first time with, of course, West Side Story. This is, of course, the first time that Lin-Manuel Miranda has directed a movie for sure, and for that, I really do enjoy his take on Tick Tick Boom, and yeah, pretty much if anything, I am one of those people who really enjoyed Rent, because it's a really fantastic movie for sure, and the way pretty much this movie musical actually tackle upon the real-life story of Jonathan Larson really does impress me a whole lot, and for that, I just really love on how well it's actually trying to do, and the songs are actually really great, and of course, Andrew Garfield actually really does a fine job in portraying Larson for sure. He really nailed it on the head for sure, and he pulled off a fantastic performance. So yeah, that's pretty much one of the main reasons why I really love Tick Tick Boom for what it is. So yeah, and last up is Encanto, and yeah, what can I say about it? It is a marvelous movie for sure. It's actually got some really great surprises, and some really great songs, and pretty much breathtaking animation for what it's actually doing right about now. So yeah, and of course, much like In the Heights, I am glad I got the soundtrack to, of course, this movie right about now. It is absolutely great for sure. So yeah. So yeah, there's nothing much else I can say on that. Encanto is a really great movie all the way, so yeah, I guess you can clearly see why I've decided to cramming all 4 of these movies on this spot ramp. Now, they're all really great for sure, so yeah. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say that this is certainly Lin-Manuel Miranda's year, and it's actually no exception for sure, so yeah. Nothing more else I can say on that, so yeah, next one. Number 5. Raya and the Last Dragon. Yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that, much like with what I've actually said about Encanto but now, Raya and the Last Dragon really impressed me all the way with what it's actually trying to do, so yeah, I guess with what I've actually seen right about now, this movie really does kick ass for what it's actually trying to do right about now, and yeah, it really did deliver on what it's actually doing for sure, and yeah. And yeah, there's nothing much else I can say on that. It's still a really great movie all the way. I really love on everything. I mean, everything that it's actually trying to do right about how it actually be grand and epic for sure, which, yeah, is of course why I've actually gotten this movie for sure, and it really does define being grand and epic right now. It is absolutely great all the way, and it's definitely worth the watch right about now. So yeah, really love Raya and the Last Dragon for what it is, and it's actually a really great movie all the way. So yeah. Number 4. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that I have to put this movie on this list, and yeah, what else can I say about it? Pretty much like with what I said about Raya and the Last Dragon, this movie really does kick ass all the way, and yeah. And I know we actually did start off pretty good on the movie side of the MCU with Black Widow, but Shang-Chi really stepping up a notch right about now, and I really love on what it's actually trying to do right about now, and yeah, I didn't normally expect a martial arts movie to actually come out of the MCU right about now, and of course, this movie actually really did deliver on what it's actually doing right about now, and I just really love on what this movie has actually done. Yeah, it's actually got some really great fight scenes, amazing visuals right about now, and really compelling characters that I love and admire right about now. So yeah, nothing much else I can say on that except Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings really does kick ass all the way. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. So yeah, next one. Number 3. The Mitchells versus the Machines. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say that as much as I actually really like Vivo for what it is, nothing could top the Mitchells versus the Machines, so yeah, I guess if anything, for what this movie has actually done, I really love on how well this movie actually turned out right about now, and yeah, I think it is safe to say that this movie has been wanting to come out for a long time now, and thankfully it really did the job fine now that it's officially released for sure. So yeah. I'm actually fully amidst, of course, what the Mitchells versus the Machines is actually done right about now, and for that, it really does do the job fine for what it's actually doing, and I really do admire the way it actually turned out right about now. So yeah, this is actually one of those movies that I would certainly watch again for sure right about now. So yeah, I guess there's nothing much else I can say on that except The Mitchells versus the Machines is certainly a fun ride right about now. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that. So yeah. Number 2. Demon Slayer Mugen Train and Sailor Moon Eternal. Yep, it looks like it's another tie right about now, with of course pretty much two movies from not one, but two recognizable animes that I really do admire right about now. So yeah, I guess I might as well go ahead and start with, of course, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, and yeah, I really had a hard time pretty much putting this list together, because I was thinking of course, putting it at the number one spot right about now, but of course, it has been occupied by, of course, another movie that already took its place right about now, but regardless on that, I still think this movie is still absolutely great for what it's actually doing right about now. So yeah, and of course, as someone who actually came out of course, seeing the entire first season of course, this show for what it is, I say it really does the incredible job with what it's actually doing right about now, and for that, I really love some of the unique ideas that it's actually gone through right about now. So yeah, nothing much else I can say on that, except this movie is definitely worth the watch for sure. So yeah, now as for Sailor Moon Eternal right about now, again, much like with what I actually said about Demon Slayer Mugen Train, it's still a great movie for sure. So yeah, I have been a long-time fan of course, Sailor Moon for a long time now, and this movie really did deliver on, of course, what it's actually doing right about now, in picking up where Crystal actually left off for sure. So yeah, I guess for the hang, I say Sailor Moon Eternal is definitely worth the watch all the way, and I couldn't help but absolutely love it for what it's actually doing right about now, and yeah. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say the hang my love for, of course, Sailor Moon will never die any time soon right about now. So yeah, I guess for what it is, I think it's worthy enough to have both Demon Slayer Mugen Train and Sailor Moon Eternal take the number 2 spot on this list right about now. They're both really great movies from, of course, two of the most recognizable anime that I really do love and enjoy all the way, and yeah, nothing much else I can say on that. They're actually both really great movies that are definitely worth the watch right about now. And I think it's safe to say that they're both worthy enough to actually take the number 2 spot on this list. So yeah. Now, before we get to the number 1 spot on this list right about now, I think it's actually quite fitting enough that I would go through the honorable mentions right about now. These are the movies that I wish I could have actually put somewhere on my list, but I've decided not to, but I still think they're worthy enough to have their own spot for sure. Pretty much outside of the main list right about now, but you pretty much get the idea. So yeah, I guess with that being said, before we get to the number 1 spot on this list, let's go through several honorable mentions right about now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right to it. And also, to be fair, I'll do my best to, of course, quickly sum these movies up, seeing how I do have them on here, because yeah, it's what I normally do in the honorable mentions right about now. So yeah, I'll do my best right about now. So yeah, begin! Flora and Ulysses. Now, I will have to say, this movie actually did try its best with what it's actually doing right about now, but I still think it's actually well worth the watch right about now, with some really unique ideas, and of course, some really compelling characters that I really do admire. So yeah. Yeah, not really enough to try to say the least, but still worthy enough of an honorable mention. Mortal Kombat 2021. Again, this movie actually is alright for what it's actually doing, but I still think it actually did a fine job in capturing the spirit of course, the games right about now, and all in all, I actually had a good time with it regardless. Army of the Dead. Certainly one of the much better films that Zack Snyder has actually given to us right about now, but not worthy enough to make it onto the top spot on this list right about now, but it's still worthy enough to be an honorable mention right about now. Cruella. Again, tried its best with what it's actually doing right about now, but I still think this movie is actually good for what it actually is right about now, and for that, I say it's definitely worth the watch, regardless if you're ever into all that sort of stuff. Now, if only I wish the same thing could be said for the rest of the Disney live-action remakes right about now. Well, only time will tell on that, so moving on. Wish Dragon. Again, did try its best with what it's actually trying to do, but it still did the job fine, regardless right about how. So yeah, pretty much a good movie all the way, but nowhere near close to being great right about now. Space Jam: A New Legacy. What can I say about this movie? I mean, it's not great by all means, but I definitely think it's worthy enough to be one of those so bad it's good movies all the way. So yeah, I think it's worthy enough to take an honorable mention spot on this list. Jungle Cruise. Again, did try its best with what it's actually done, but I really love some of the unique ideas that it's actually done ramping out, and on top of all that, some really great acting from, of course, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt for sure. So yeah, worthy enough to take the honorable mention spot. The Night House. It's actually a really gripping ghost story with what it's actually doing right about now, and I say it's definitely worth checking out for what it's actually trying to do right about now. So yeah, not really a great film by all means, but still a pretty good ghost story nevertheless. Candyman. Again, serving as a pretty good sequel to, of course, the original for what it is, but yeah, did try its best with what it's actually doing, but still worthy enough to take the honorable mention spot for sure. And it's definitely one of those films that I would definitely love to watch again anytime soon if I need to get my spook on for sure. So yeah, as long as you don't say Candyman's name 5 times while looking in the mirror, I think we will all be good. I know I did, and boy, it was not a fun experience. So yeah, next one. My Little Pony: A New Generation. A pretty solid movie for what it is, and it is actually a really good way to, of course, start off, well, a new generation for sure. Only time will tell on what Gen 5 will have in store right about now, but I still think it's actually a really great movie for what it is. So yeah, definitely worth the watch. Dear Evan Hansen. Again, this movie actually is not really great by all means, and I don't think it's actually one of the worst I've actually seen, but yeah, not really a good movie for what it's actually doing, but I did let time sink in, and I've actually grown a strong appreciation for it for sure. So yeah, not really a great legger that is worth reading, as is in need of a desperate rewrite, but I say for what it is, it did the job fine right about now, and it's still definitely worth checking out. Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say it's certainly much better than the first film for what it's actually doing, but still a decent flick nevertheless, and I think it's safe to say it's still worthy enough to watch again for sure. So yeah, not a great film by all means, but still a decent one that is definitely worth your time right about now. And again, certainly much better than the first film for sure. Muppets Haunted Mansion. What can I say about it? The idea of course, the Muppets mixed in with, of course, the Haunted Mansion is actually a really fun and unique idea. So yeah, not worthy enough to take a spot on this list, but still a good one that is definitely worthy a watch. Pokemon Secrets of the Jungle. Again, not really a great film for what it's actually doing, but I still think it's actually worthy enough to take an honorable mention spot for sure. And yeah, well, what else can I say about it? It's, well, a Pokemon movie for sure, and yeah, it's what you normally expect right about now. So yeah, Halloween Kills. Still actually a pretty decent sequel nevertheless, but really does continue on with the Halloween tradition right about now, and for that, it really does the job of fine right about now. Not really worthy enough to take a spot on this list, but still an honorable mention nevertheless. And the final runner-up is Sing 2. Again, not really, of course, has great as, of course, the first film, but it's still actually a pretty good movie for what it's actually done right about now, and I think it's safe to say it is worthy enough to have an honorable mention right about now. You're welcome! Alright, so now that I've finally gone through all of the honorable mentions right about now, and yeah, with every other spot on this list right about now, we have officially came to the #1 spot on this list, and yeah, I will admit, I had a hard time putting together this list right about now on some of my favorite movies right about now, as they're pretty much all the ones I've actually seen throughout the course of this year are actually really great for sure. But hey, and of course, I guess for the case of this spot right about now, I was originally going to put Demon Slayer Mugen Train on the #1 spot on this list, but this film, however, came right the hell out of nowhere, despite the massive anticipation that it's been gained right about now, and through my experience with it, I knew right away that it definitely deserves to take the #1 spot on this list. So yeah. Can you guess what it is yet? Yeah. It's that film right about now. But for those who don't right about now, let's go ahead and get right to it. And my #1 favorite movie of 2021 is Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that it was actually hard to actually pretty much determine on what movie will take the #1 spot right about now, but I guess if anything, as great as all these films are right about now, I think it's safe to say that Spider-Man No Way Home definitely deserves the #1 spot on this list right about now. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing throughout the course of course, this movie, I think it's actually really great that we've actually seen. Not only taking, of course, all the stuff that we've seen in the previous Spider-Man movies in the MCU, but also mix it in with, of course, the previous Spider-Man movies that we got before. I won't give away a whole lot, actually, because I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but I say for what it is, Spider-Man No Way Home is a really great movie for what it's actually done right about now, and I dare even say it's definitely the best Spider-Man movie that I've actually seen of all time right about now. So yeah, I guess with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing right about now, Spider-Man No Way Home really pretty much gave me everything I was hoping for right about now, and for that, it really does deserve to be one of the best movies I've actually seen throughout the course of this year, let alone my entire life right about now. So yeah, I guess it's safe to say that this movie is definitely something that I highly recommend all the way right about now, and even if you haven't seen it right about now, you're definitely missing out on a whole lot for sure, because yeah, this movie is actually really well, amazing all the way. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much a lot like everyone else, I think it's safe to say that Spider-Man No Way Home is definitely, in my opinion, a really fantastic movie all the way, and it certainly deserves to be on the #1 spot on this list right about now. So yeah. And I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this whole list right about now. And boy, what a fun ride right about now. Because yeah, 2021 is definitely a fun ride for sure. And certainly much better than last year right about now. And I am glad that all these movies that I have listed right about now, on top of course, all the other ones that I've actually seen throughout the course of this year, finally came out after being delayed several times right about now. So yeah, and of course I'm really excited to see on what 2022 will have in store for us. Maybe we can actually continue on with this path of redemption that we're currently walking in right about now. But yeah, I guess until then, only time will tell to see on what's going to be coming our way for, of course, 2022. Because yeah, certainly definitely gonna take us on the right path right about now to where we need to be for sure. So yeah, and I guess on that thought, I'll definitely end this video right here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video on this entire list right but now, and let me know in the comment section below on what your favorite movies from 2021 are, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, I guess I'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and most importantly, thank you for, of course, tuning into, of course, the final video for 2021 right about now. I definitely know I've got plenty of stuff coming up for 2022 right about now. So yeah, we shall wait and see on what's gonna be coming our way right about now. So yeah, maybe it might continue on actually being much better than 2020 like we got with this year, or maybe it might be worse. Only time will tell on that, but yeah, I guess until then, we shall wait and see on that. I've got plenty of stuff that I got coming your way, and, well, I'm gonna give it to all of you guys for sure. So yeah, I guess I'll definitely leave it on that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video, and most importantly, have yourself a happy new year. So yeah, take care everybody.